Tonight, a special edition of NBC Nightly News, terror in the heartland. A massive car bomb exploded outside of a large federal building in downtown Oklahoma City, shattering that building, killing children, killing federal employees, military men, and civilians. It will be hours before we know the exact number of fatalities, but tonight, at least 17 children are dead. Hundreds of other people still are missing. The explosion in Oklahoma's capital city came without warning around 9 Central Time this morning, stunning a wide area with a ferocious blast. It left a 20-foot crater. The large Alfred Murrah Federal Building crumbled, sending an untold number to their deaths. We begin tonight with 2 reports. NBC's Jim Cummins.
The chaos in downtown Oklahoma City did indeed resemble Beirut after what police believe to be a 1,200-pound car bomb ripped through the 9-story federal building shortly after 9 o'clock this morning. More than 500 people were already in their offices, and at least 50 children were in a daycare center on the 2nd floor.
And the floor from above went down, and it just kept falling. It was a horrible noise. Horrible noise.
Hundreds were trapped in the rubble. One man said he fell 5 floors and survived. 10 hospitals rushed medics to the scene. An emergency first aid center began treating hundreds of people on the street. Those with more massive injuries were rushed away in ambulances.
Murphy, this is one of the critical.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe this.
The governor called out the National Guard. The president promised help from the FBI Anti-Terrorist Strike Force and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, one of the agencies with offices inside the damaged federal building. And in the midst of all this pandemonium, this stunning development.
Got one more bomb. Let's get out of here. Let's move everybody back.
That rumor proved to be false, but it delayed the search for survivors for 2 hours.
Margaret Goodson, Sandy, Charlotte.
At least 50, perhaps 70 or 100 people were still in the rubble. And when the search for them resumed, Nurse Pam Burns made this discovery.
There's no one to save.
The first victims treated at the scene staggered out of adjacent buildings that were rocked by the blast. Police evacuated several blocks of the downtown area. Anxious parents rushed in to get their children. Some couldn't find them.
You haven't seen my daughter, have you?
Police were told by a witness that he saw at least 2 men in blue jumpsuits running away from a minivan outside the courthouse just before the blast. The witness told investigators the 2 men fled in a brown pickup truck. Late today, the FBI said it still has no suspects, but hundreds, if not thousands, of leads. And employees at one hotel say FBI agents have questioned them about 3 men who stayed there through the weekend and checked out early this morning. Another possibility investigators are pursuing is a terrorist act connected to the 2nd anniversary of the fire at the Branch Davidian compound in Waco, Texas. Jim Cummins, NBC News, Oklahoma City.